Good morning. We're starting the Yoga with Greg. Welcome. We're going to be doing some easy poses this morning, not a lot of difficult poses. These are poses that I started doing when I was 14 years old and have continued to this day to do them. They're not difficult. They're not the advanced poses you see pictures of, and you wonder how in the heck did they find those positions. They may lead to that, but what I really believe to be the truth and the value of yoga is that it's a simple, easy movement that you can do at any time, almost in any space. And the consistency of its application and its relaxation and its strengthening builds in your life over time and takes you through many difficulties. We're going to be playing the music score from Little Buddha with Keanu Reeves. You might remember that movie from years ago. It's a gorgeous movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out and see it. We're playing that in the background, and I might give a little bit of instruction, but really not much. The idea is that you'll be following me, sort of looking and going, oh, that's what he's doing now. Let me see if I can do that too. And that way we'll flow along with this, maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I have some work to do this afternoon, so it'll be a sort of a short session this morning. But I wanted to get in a yoga session for you and for myself. This is really something that I thought, you know, in our connected revolution era, it's totally possible for everyone to share what they love to do and have done and enjoin others to do it with them. And that's what I'm doing. It's a very simple thing. Join me now as we begin with this yoga breathing. Breathing in, the arms coming up at the sides, and breathing out, bending, squatting at the knees. Feel that stretch in the calf as you go down, breathing. Big breath, chest opens. Tightening as you go up and relaxing as you go down. Last breath, and the arms come to the sides. You can feel you've started off from nothingness, and now you have breath and blood moving and heart pounding. Feel into that. Focus on that feeling over the skin, down through the muscles. This is the yoga. This is the attention brought to the circulation. Next breath. Let's take the hands up high to the sides and push. This is strong isometric movement, strong pushing against imaginary weights, developing that circulation, developing the breath, using a double breath. Arms to the sides. And again, feel. Ah, yes. Next breath. Big circles in the front. Out in the back. Big breath, double breath. Other direction, breathing in the back. Relax it down. Feeling it. Many people call this Qigong. Qigong yoga. It's the attention brought to the breath and the body and the movement and the intention of the heart to move into that place of integrity with the balancing of all integration of all of the bodies, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the etheric, and the mental. Next breath, let's lean to the sides, opening up the side of the body. And standing tall, and again feeling the magnificence of your energy system and of your heart. This is who you really are. Next breath, let's go high to the sky, bending at the waist as far as you feel comfortable. All the way up, big circle around you, describing that auric field, emanating the love from your heart. Let's stand pose. Do what you've got to do with your clothes in order to make yourself comfortable in the poses. I am calm, I am poised. Other leg. I am calm, I am poised. That left leg of mine. I dance joyously through life. And the other side. I dance joyously through life. This is going to be the sun salutation. I'm going to give you a little bit more view of the down angle. You might miss my head a little bit. Let's see what we can see here. Yes, I think this will work. Breathing in. Follow along. That was for the camera. You've likely gotten a little bit of breath going. Stand and recover in Tadasana, which is the standing pose. The toes are together, the heels are slightly apart. Facing forward, stomach is in, chin is down, and just relax. Shoulders back and down, relaxed. It's as though you were meditating in this position, with a gaze. Now, as though you had your eyes open, but your eyes closed, but your eyes are open. Allow your gaze to be diffused, but your focus completely intense upon that source, that point of Samadhi, that field of Samadhi that's circulating all about you and manifesting itself as prana moving through your chakras, through your meridians. Awake, alert, Samadhi. This is the Founding Fathers' gaze. The gaze to eternity. You often see them with their standing in their portraits with their arm up on the mantle place of the fireplace and gazing off to freedom, to eternity, to courage, which is the same as gazing into love and Samadhi. Let's go ahead and do another breathing. Breathing in, the arms coming up. Expand the chest to the front. Breathing in. Release it down. Let's do Uddiyana Bandha. Breathing out everything and then sucking in the stomach. You can even flutter the stomach if you can, if you know how. Watch. Breathing. And again. Third time's a charm. Let's do a camel. Again, this is a stretch. Just go back one half at a time. Left side back, right arm up. Let the hips stay forward. Feel that stretch in the forward part of the thighs. When you come up, reach up. So the other side. Left arm up. Hips forward. Reach up. Come forward. Both arms back. Hips forward. Keep the head strong. Don't just drop it back. Bring one arm forward and come up. Child's pose. I'm going to turn down for these poses. A little bit more. Vajrasana. Come on forward. Come on up. Vajrasana. Meditate. Gazing. Other side. One breath of movement. Enough. Sit back, Vajrasana. Gazing, meditating. As though you were feeling everything that you would feel with your eyes closed inside, and yet seeing everything outside. Half spinal twists. Releasing. Leaving your left hand behind, coming forward, supporting, and just leaning forward. Still meditating. Other side. Right hand around the back, still leaning forward. Onto your back. Legs up. Rolling. Grab your knees. Roll big. do the stomach. Let's lean it to the sides. And the other way. Spinal twist. And the other side. I'd like to account a story before we meditate of how important doing some form of physical culture is for each individual. Our bodies are very refined instruments. If we don't have a knowledge of how they work intimately, personally, then we are at quite a loss to be able to understand how your muscles respond to your movements, your breath, your poses can help you tremendously. Some years ago, I started to develop a problem with my lower back because I lifted something wrong. And through that experience, I used yoga as a way of extending the time before I actually had to have surgery. If it wasn't for yoga, I probably would have been in the hospital the day after I had lifted improperly several bags of cement with another person. We lifted them wrongly. And yoga kept me going and functioning for several other years until I did something else that caused the lower back to go out. I had surgery, which took care of it was a partial laminectomy, not a big, terrible surgery, no pins and needles put in the spine. But still, it was a surgery. Over the years recovering from that surgery, again, yoga was instrumental in bringing back the feelings and the perceptions that I had already had an awareness of from my prior experience, my prior experience with yoga, practice with yoga. If I hadn't had that practice before, I wouldn't know what the body could do afterwards. And if I didn't have the practice before, I probably wouldn't have had the momentum to continue on afterwards and would have called it quits. I literally couldn't walk after the surgery. He had hit some nerves that he shouldn't have hit. And it was only through dedicated and powerful practice that I was able to reestablish neural connections that allowed me to walk again. Recently, I had a twinge. Somehow a disc in my lower back had slipped slightly, and it was causing a bit of pain, and I could feel exactly where it was. And that feeling of pain in the lower back, I was acutely aware of, which is the good thing that comes from doing a regular practice of any yogas, is that you become acutely aware of your entire bodily process. I became aware of this, and because of the practice that I have developed over the years, by gently moving my body in certain ways, I was able to slip that disc back into its place, whereas if I hadn't had this practice, again, it would have been on to the hospital, MRIs and possible surgeries to take care of this pain. So I want to encourage everyone. I know from my personal experience what value there is in this easy, gentle, consistent yoga through the years. It becomes your friend. It becomes your medicine. It becomes your doctor. It becomes your own communication with your higher self. So let's take a few breaths. Let's do the alternate nose, breathing out on the left side. Switching. You know how this goes. Keeping the gaze. Last breath, breathing out on the left side. Meditating. Eyes open meditation. you might notice that keeping the eyes open forces you to pull on that substance of samadhi and allow it to come more into your world rather than escaping into it in its higher octave. This is Tantra Yoga. And then gently expanding your gaze so you're taking in the room again. Thank you for joining us today in this yoga, this centering, energizing, compassionate, grateful yoga. Join us again. Impromptu broadcasts of Samadhi Game now. It's all happening whenever it happens. Join the Samadhi Game site and Ustream. Sign up in Ustream. Become a member of Ustream. Sign up with Samadhi Game. Get email notifications. Check your Facebook. Check Samadhi Game Tribe page in Facebook for notifications. And check out our new site, Brinkley's Best Beautiful Hair and Massage, a new page. We just added that, Robbie and I both. Much love to you. Have a great day.